Hello, everybody. Welcome to a new episode from the streets for the streets with your boy Fatso60, Stizzy, and the one and only
Dollar Bill.
Dollar Bill, neighborhood hero, man. Y'all know what we getting into.
Yeah.
It's time to talk to him. Let's go. Stizzy, what's on your mind, man? What you got for Dollar Bill today?
Yeah, we gonna start like from the bottom, like, you know, we gonna touch into a little bit like in the streets. You know, dig a little bit into the streets.
From what perspective though? Like, is you saying from first starting, middle, end? Like, where we want to talk about?
Basically, we want to talk about the struggle, like basically, you know, like your parents, like little shit like that, like who you didn't have, like far as your mom, your dad. You know, we all going through situations.
Well, I only could give it to you far as call it a journey. All right. Your journey leads you down a lot of places. All right. So now, I grew up in a room full of we call gangsters. Bank robbers was my uncles. You know what I mean? Like, them dudes was my uncles and things of that nature. Like, so when you come up and you watch those things, you try to take from those attributes. Meaning, like, the first thing you learn is how to fight from just watching that, because you got to always defend yourself. Now, so when you picture it from that eyes, you never see yourself in the streets though. Like, until you get in it. Like, no, everybody can tell you what they seen from the sideline, but getting in it or being in the streets is crazy, because the rules ain't nothing for real. It's like you just gotta survive. So it's, from that. So I think our gap between now and the past we came up in layers. Like I was telling you earlier, you come up as a pack guy or a runner or stuff like that. This generation will call it Joe, but really, that's your sales pitch. You trying to have as many friends as you possibly can, because they all might have $1 to spend with you. So how you gonna do that? Being evil, running around, checking, putting stuff, where, making people disappear and things of that nature, right? How are you going to do that? So, and then they took away from the organization of things. That was the organization of things. Like, old heads was like, you're going to learn this because you learn principle, because I'm trusting you with my money. So this where you get trust. This where you get tested with trust. If I give you $200 and I know it only costs $150, and you come back and you don't say nothing about the $50, I can't trust you. That's larceny. I already peeped that. See, coming through these games, this is what you pick up. You pick up who not to be in a room with by yourself. If you pick up who not to show where the money at. You pick up, the physical attributes.
Can I say something though? You say you pick up that type of stuff, but if I'm a young boy and you just came home, and you the blood, sweat, and tears for this hood, this block, whatever, but I've been out here the last 10 years. And you haven't, and you trying to tell me something that you going off on in the past.
Before I got there, right? No,
you know what I'm saying?
That's not what I'm.
How's I'm supposed to take to you or believe in you?
You always remember this. I'm gonna give you jewels along the way, right? You ain't never been my age. I've been yours. Okay. So, I seen what you talking about already. I lived that. Right? So I'm saying where I can see where your chinks in your arm at. This is what you use me for. You don't distance yourself from your old head or, nigga, I'm out here 10 years. You come out here trying to tell me what to do. You better get out of here. No. You soak up what wisdom he got from being out there. He can tell you, listen, when we used to play from this alley, they used to bum rush us because they seen us from over there. Y'all doing it like that, don't do that. The cameras is right there at the store. You might as well, you got to put a skirt, you know what I mean? Game. I'm going to give you, you don't want to take it, though. You know what I mean? because you already telling me, like, what can you tell me? Your tone is, what can you tell me?
So let me also ask you this.
Go ahead.
A lot of the young boys nowadays, they expect you just to give them something without working for it.
Because
like,
that's in the house. Before they come out the house, if you don't teach them no chores enough, and how they know how to earn.
Facts.
You got to teach people how to earn in the house.
Facts.
And the only way you get your $20 if you wash these dishes.
And that's structure.
Only way you get this structure if you know what I mean?
Everything.
So now you teaching that child before he step out the house. I work for all mines. I'm not waiting for a nigga to give me nothing. Right. Give me a way to make money. So that come from the house. If you're not taught that from the house, you get on the street, you're going to go to a corner with 6 dudes. We're going to call them dudes. I'm not going to call them the N-word. We're going to say you go to 6 dudes, all with the same dilemma. Never being taught how to earn. So now what they doing? They only going to know how to cause chaos.
What's the importance of teaching them how to learn that? Or what's the importance of giving them that tool?
Because all that stuff that they be rapping about, loyalty, trust, and all that being in their rhymes, right? They not telling you how they earn none of these values.
Let me touch up on it real quick, because there's a lot of people that's looking at this social media world of different people highlights of their life and going off of people highlights, going off of the way that other people was living at that moment. Meaning, like, say you work or whatever you do, you take a picture, you put it on Instagram, and other people see it. What it's doing is enhancing things. It's making you want to get more money. It's making you want to do different things. But these are different people highlights. Let's say if I work, and every day I work, every time I get a check, I buy a Gucci set. And I'm putting it on Instagram. What it's going to do is it's going to make me look like I got something. You get what I'm saying? So therefore, people is going off of people highlights of their life at that time, and a lot of people follow after that. A lot of people want to do that. So I'm only bringing this up because at the end of the day, it's about what I feel like with my young boys and you know, facts. These is my folks. A lot of old heads try to give guidance, but don't give outlets. You feel what I'm saying? Meaning, like, these young boys, some of them want to be in a situation where they could do better. But they not. When you step foot out on a pavement, you back where it's at. And they don't have no outlets to really move and go. Absolutely. So now they stuck right here, and they dealing with what have to they deal with, their hands on their back. So they either growing up in this environment where it's already a war that's already been taking place before they was even born. So now they pushed out here. So basically, what we got you on the podcast about is you was one of them people. You was a young boy. You was 15 years old. You might have not. Your mom could have been on drugs. Your dad wasn't around.
No, my mom was dead already.
I'm just saying. This is a normal pattern of with the struggle of what we go through. Our environment. We going through a crisis. And every day we come out, we being challenged with each other.
But that's with us.
Which is us. But as us being older and the knowledge in that, it's only right for us to find outlets for the young boys, or it's going to continue to happen. Meaning, like, you can't tell a young boy not to hustle if you don't got no job applications.
I ain't telling
and
you
I'm
not
not just saying you. I'm just talking for the podcast.
That's real rap.
For real. Because I want them and I want them to hear your story. And I'm not
a drug dealer. I'm a hustler.
And you know, regardless, just a income itself.
Right. That's
what they looking for. Yeah. That's why them young boys is hustling and they doing whatever they doing to support whatever they want or what they family need or what they kids need. So the whole thing about it is trying to open up more opportunities.
Yeah, so and you saying opening up opportunities in reference to what?
Like opening opportunities is like this. All right, it's job events. It's just talking to them and asking them, do you got all forms of ID? Do you got your social security number? Do you got your ID? Do you got your
So you saying you want to supply that for the youth?
It's basically
or help supply that for the youth.
It's us. That's what For the Streets is from the streets.
No, I'm just asking. That's all.
That's basically what For the Streets,
Okay.
From the Streets is
Okay.
is being able to help provide.
Yeah.
And money is funded into this business so we can help provide to these people and give them outlets that they need as young boys, as the proper steps that they need to take. And sometimes it's hard for them to realize that because of where they at. And being in the hood, you become blind. So that's why we got you on the podcast, and we want to ask you more questions, because you not out the hood, but you made it out of that type of environment.
Right.
Roundhard Street.
I got you.
From the hood. How did you do it?
Well, I'm really not. I really didn't leave. I told y'all before. I just learned how to exist and move around in it. I never left. See, this is me as a proud person, right? I'm a proud man, right? So I'm proud because I'm not leaving my hood. Like most people who are screaming that thing, as soon as I get 100 million, I'm out. Why? I just made money off of y'all for 18 years cutting y'all hair. Why would I get some money and then leave my community and go live with some people I don't even know, don't even want to go over their house? What am I gonna do that for? When I can make paradise right here. If I took 100 million and invested in it and made sure that our neighborhood is refurbished to the point where we can live like we some productive people too, then why would I leave and not do that here?
See, I don't agree on that.
I see.
And I'm not gonna be the one that be up here and act like I do agree. The only reason I don't agree, because you don't have to be in the hood to support the hood.
That ain't what I'm talking about.
No, you saying you don't want to leave.
No, what I'm saying is, let me.
Yeah, because I was.
Because
leaving,
what do you mean by leaving? You don't want to leave.
Leaving to me, like, right? You and I don't want to call out names, but you get some money and then you move to Malibu, California. You just was living, 61st and Roundheart. Let's say for that's right now. I'm not saying don't enjoy your success. I'm not saying that. But the failure that we're doing to our own community is like, you the dude that came from my hood that won't come back and see nobody else make it. It's just an ongoing problem.
That's because when it's people like that, it's people that really didn't come from where we came from.
So they
now
don't.
listen. Now, for example, Meek Mill. Listen. I only say that because Meek Mill took care of his peoples. He took care of who he came from, where he came from. He took care of his people. So we do have them type of people out there. We don't have as much, but we had them type of people out there. You feel what I'm saying? So the whole object is to get out of your environment. Who want to live around some shit that's flying all day long? Like that shit is cool.
But we can't say we trying to save them and not be there neither.
Yeah, but we have to also at one point in time you have to save yourself.
I agree with Stizzy because you can't it's in a neighborhood that's designed to cheer you. We gonna have to go all the way back, like you know what I mean, to the real problem before we get to today's issue, because now like. It's a mental thing. When you brainwashed to literally go against the person that's next to you, they designed us to do that shit. So
I'm asking, hold up. When we saying they and you saying they designed something, right? How did they design you to do something that you do something to a person that you hang with every day?
Hear me out.
All right, that's what I'm asking.
So it's no difference from the field nigga and the house nigga, right?
Okay.
The field nigga, he stay in the field. But the house nigga, you know what the house nigga gonna do? Now, if he catch the field nigga that ain't eating 3 days trying to steal a piece of crumb off the floor, he gonna tell the master or the people he call a master. That's what I mean by that. Like you get the analogy. I'm saying.
Yo, and with me is I'm always gonna convince the young boys that we can make it out the hood, but don't never forget about the hood. And that's all I'm saying. Like, right. I want to generate, even if I'm living in California, I got all my young boys situated in some type of way that money is generating where they know I'm not forgetting. My face is going to be shown a few times, but you have to separate yourself and level up to that level. It's not just about the hood. You got family. You got sisters. You got brothers. So
No.
Just what I mean by you just being able to maneuver, you won't be able to recognize and understand that people is not your friends.
Yeah.
This is what you learned. This
Yeah.
is how you was
Yeah.
able to maneuver
Yeah.
into this. And this is what these young
That's the only
boys-
reason why I got this view.
And this
is because I did this for 50 years.
And
I
this
did
is-
this
and
body
this-
for 50 years.
And this is why these young boys be trying to figure out a solution. Because they was that age before
It's
and they want to
easy.
know
It's
how
easy. Love the nigga that's next to you. Trust that nigga with your life.
Yeah, it's not that easy. I disagree. You know why? You know why I disagree? Because I see it, and it's like when you come from an environment that's uncertain, it's different. I come from one of those environments that you don't know, and it's crazy. We all come from the same environment, but we come from different eras. And this 2022, this shit is going on now. I don't know. If y'all,
This shit
even if y'all believe this shit,
I understand.
I'm giving it up, but this what it is.
No,
like,
I understand it because it's a money gap. If you was getting money, it wouldn't be so many problems.
it's not a money gap. They just gave out all that free money. All these
And what they do
all
with
it?
What they do with it?
What everybody
What they do with it? What they do with it?
What everybody do
They
with
Tell
that
me.
shit?
Tell
What
me.
everybody do with
I'm
that
gonna
shit?
tell you. I'm gonna tell you what
If
they
you don't
did with
give
it.
them a
I'm gonna
plan-
tell you what they
if you
did
don't
with
give
it.
them a plan to do
They only
nothing-
did what they knew what they could do with it.
Let me
And then let me tell you something. A lot of us never had shit, bro. So when that shit came out, bro, that shit was like
That's your example.
$1,000. Some young boys never even had
That's your
500
example.
at one time.
That's your
So
example.
basically, they didn't have no guidance. They didn't have old heads to say, "Yo, listen, you spending this 15 grand a little bit wrong, youngie. You could go print some T-shirts up, or you could go X, Y, and Z, or you could go put your money inside of here and build it up, and watch it grow on a different aspect. See, with the grind shit is not like a steady. You coming outside, yeah, you bagged up 4.5. It ain't
is a
guaranteed.
study.
Meaning, listen,
You
it
better
ain't
study your environment.
Listen, it ain't a guarantee.
I agree with Alabama.
Listen, this is what I mean though. It ain't a guarantee when you step foot out your door that even that plan that you think that's going to be studied
No,
is
Allah
even
best
going to happen.
Allah's the best plan.
You get what I'm saying? Especially when you doing some shit you ain't supposed to do.
Facts.
So at the end of the day, it's a difference when you got some type of income, steady income. This is what these young boys need to know. They need to know that these jobs is easy to get, and
agree.
they paying this shit like nothing.
But you
agree.
talking
I
to some
agree.
people that don't want to work and never been taught
So
to.
this is what we here
But
for.
hold
For
on,
the streets,
listen.
from the streets is-
Listen what Dollar Bill said. What he said,
You not gonna want to work if you never been taught how to work.
and that's the problem.
That's the problem.
That's the problem.
Like we could run around
the
this
problem.
merry-go-round on, and when I say money is like if it was 10 homies and we got PUA loans and it's 10 of us and we got 20,000 apiece, we run around with 200,000. How we ain't got money now? That don't make no sense to me.
because
They jack that money up, man.
No, because niggas
jack
getting
that money up.
But then you say it's
did.
you say it's your old head fault. It's my fault that you 20 niggas. Excuse my French. Now y'all got me acting like a nigga now. You 20 niggas took $20,000 a piece and didn't want to put it together, so you don't never have to look back. You fool. What are you doing?
But
then
that's-
you like to party.
but
y'all could have took the 200,000, bought a club, fixed it, partied every weekend, and got paid.
I paid
but
the party
listen,
in your
but
own.
this,
club. What did
this
you-
is this is what's crazy because then you got people that did step out with the 20,000 and they didn't even do nothing with the money that they got. So it's now downplaying and
Because they
pointing
got
fingers.
sunk by
But
individuals.
So at the end of the day,
a corporation
when you
is a group of people.
so basically the game that we could get y'all while we on this camera, when you get some type of money, you gotta have ideas and know what you want to invest in. That's how money generates.
In anything in life, you got to know what you're doing. What you want to do in life. You can't just wake up in the morning and wing it, because if you wing it, you ain't got nothing coming. How you gonna wake up in the morning and know you ain't gonna make no money tomorrow? I'm planning before I go to sleep how I'm gonna get paid if I get woke up tomorrow. I'm never stop figuring out how I'm gonna bust a move. And then I ain't talking about illegally. I'm just saying straight up. I go to sleep with I'm gonna get this I'm gonna get the barbershop, then I'm gonna take this, then I'm gonna throw a party, then I'm gonna take my car, we buy cars, step up. You got it. If you don't plan, you plan to fail. Period.
Can I say something? We talking about how these people messed up all this money, this PUA money, but we not stressing the importance of financial literacy.
Right.
This is why they messed up all this money. They don't know what to do. They don't got the information or the right recipes to dish it out.
But that's what I'm talking about.
You feel me?
But that's what I'm talking about. My thing is, it's an easy fix, but everybody want to run around it. Every child that's having a problem, it started in their home. Every child bought a phone. Every child that's get a phone and you say corrupted from a phone, you bought that phone. Yeah. You bought that plan. You bought that laptop. You bought that computer. You created the corruption in your house, and then you want to blame it on they. Who is they? They is you. That's who they are.
They're going to blame it on social media.
No, that's who they are. How would they be on social media if you wouldn't buy them a phone?
Can I say something?
And that's because a lot of people just don't got no guidance, bro.
No, because it came so dangerous. I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you with everything. It became so dangerous that I want to make sure my child have a phone because anything can happen and I want to be able to call me so I know where he at. I want to put the locator on his phone because if you niggas do something crazy to my son, I'm on you.
I think it's bigger than that.
No, this is how it goes.
My perception, I see most parents, new parents nowadays, they quit to go on social media, quit to put a post or something out and advertise, or I'll get my son anything they want. I don't see nobody advertising about discipline. I don't see nobody advertising about, taking stuff away making them earn stuff. I don't see that. I just see glorifying, I'm getting them this, I'm getting them. And they handed everything, so
but yeah,
they expect all handouts.
One thing about us, man, a lot of shit, we feel like on some G shit, we always want to go to the shortcut of shit. And that's just talking about black folks. And what I mean by that is, like, if we get a bicycle, we want that bitch already built. But a average white person, they gonna tell a kid to build that shit. Right. They teaches them at a young age.
That go back to what Jimbo said. You only do what you taught. If we not teaching each other to put a bike together, and we just relying on mommy to do everything. Well, as soon as my bike come, Mom, can you put my bike together? You see how we didn't teach them how to put the bike together.
Your entitlement pours over in the streets. So that means when you see a nigga next to you getting money, you feel like you're entitled to his paper.
Facts.
This is how it goes. That's why it's more taken now than when I was
Hold up. He said some real stuff. Real talk.
It's just real. That's why it's more taken going on. And I get why some of the stuff would go on. If I see my best friend get hit right there while I'm standing there and all that, yeah, I understand the revenge, but understand that prison bars and cemeteries is getting filled up with you. Yeah. I got a rhyme that I even spit. I say, you talking all that gunplay, you not gonna stop being free one day. Why would I want to run around and not be free? Like, what's live about being dead on somebody's t-shirt?
Because everybody think about the start and don't think about the end. Everybody know how to start stuff.
Go back.
It
goes back to not teaching them how to work. See, once you don't, it go back to not teaching them how to work.
That's where they all go down to. That's basically what I'm saying. That
I got you.
For the streets, from the streets is basically giving them an outlet to be able to know how to move in a direction where they could generate some type of income. Because if you take the drugs away, how many people gonna get money?
Right.
How many people know how to get money without drugs?
See, that's what.
And this is the difference between just a drug dealer and a hustler.
No, that's the difference.
A hustler could sell anything that they get their hands on. It don't matter what it is, they could sell it.
Yeah,
but then you got different people that's that's not a hustler, don't have that mentality. All they know is to sell drugs. All they know when they step out, I got weed, this is how I'm getting my money, this is how I get my sneakers, this is how it is. Yeah, but then at the same time, Everybody is just hustling to support what's going on the ground. Now we gotta get these young boys ideas to say, damn, you is hustling. Let's say you is doing some illegal shit and you selling your weed. What is the purpose? Where is you trying to get to? Is you taking $20 and opening up an account and putting $20 inside your account while you taking this risk? And this is what For the Streets.
But you can't put that money in no account.
But I'm just saying, to open up an account, it doesn't cost much.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Now these young boys, they might not know how to open up an account. So For the Streets, From the Streets, you could come here, you could learn different things of how to open up an account. You want to get your social, you want to get your ID, you want to get any type of information that generate, because regardless of how you're doing it, you can't be a hustler for 50 years. Eventually, you got to switch over, and that's a turn that you got to be willing to take. You getting all this drug money, you moving around. A lot of people want to transition that money around to become something. So at least you want to already have the ID and the mentality of, all right, I know when I get some type of money, this is what I'm trying to do. Some people is just living for that day. Oh, damn, I'm going to buy some sneakers up at Players. Or I'm going to go over here to the mall and I'm going to grab this. And they cool with that. They cool with just being on the block, eating and being around people. But sometimes you got to separate yourself from that type of environment. How you do that is go to one place and just think. Think about your life. Think about what you're going through. Think about all the problems that you got. And you got to figure it out and sort it out. So now our goal is, we got my folks on here that basically, maybe y'all can hear this type of story as far as his decisions that he had to make to get in and out of the hood, of separating himself from different people that mean you no good. Because that's what you got to do, regardless of how you do it. And it's kind of hard because our environment. So it's extra hard than a person that came from Northeast out in the way, and a person from Bucks County that grew up inside of here. We from the ground. So we have to understand that we all here for each other. We all trying to figure solutions out, because this shit is a war. You know what's going on in Iran, and you know, rest in peace to them people that's over here, but we been going to war with ourselves, our own kind. So at the end of the day, it's trying to find a solution with what we got going on, what we got going on in our community, inside our hood. And that's what these young boys need, some type of outlet, some type of, if it's gym recreation where they feel safe to go play basketball, or if it's some type of, if they want to get a job, they could come to X, Y, and Z, and they got some applications.
All them act boys, they got them act P215s and all that with the ratchets and all that. They supposed to go and secure the recreational center so there'd be a no-fly zone for the children. We can't talk about this stuff. We got to be about it.
Right.
And if the kids ain't gonna see you out there moving for them, how they gonna believe it?
Absolutely.
Everybody got a story to tell you what they gonna do, say they gonna do this, that, and the third. What you doing though? I already said that. Like, not you per se. I'm just saying, you got, I really don't talk. I try not to, because you know what I mean. You know what I mean. I let my actions speak. Like if I believe I'm gonna do something, I just do it, and then tell them that's what I did. Like if I came to you and took, like when I see you and I come to you and I tell you about credit or anything, it's because I did it. Like that's what I'm saying. As far as the youth, that's where our detachment is. And you got.
So, let me ask you this, because we only got 2 minutes left.
Yeah, time flying.
Coming from the streets, what's your last piece of advice you got for the streets in terms of, you know, motivating the youth to want to do something different, or to want to be better, or to want to overcome?
I'm gonna always tell you this: you pick your friends.
Hey.
You pick your friends. You can't pick your family, but you can pick your friends.
Right.
And you have to learn how to put tests out there so you can understand and recognize what larceny is.
What?
If he gonna spend you about $25, what you think he gonna do to you about $25,000?
And that's right. Just like that, my wallow voice. Just like that. That's it, man.
I already know, man.
From the streets for the streets, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yes, like and subscribe. Be sure to DM us.
I already know. Black.
From the streets for the streets. Nigga, this a murder beef. That shit ain't never dying down. They probably burn me in these streets or lock me up and throw away the key. Then beat me down like Rodney King. I thank God enough, so let me thank God I made it out the bang. I thank God for everything and appreciate almost anything because this little nigga come from nothing and I done held in the deepest pain. Swept aside the deepest rain. Against all odds, I overcame. The chosen one, LeBron James, just take over my mind frame. The political prisoner standing up. It's black power, free all my pups. That corner turned into a sitting duck. He got laid down for standing up. Go ahead, bro. From the streets for the streets.
From the streets for the streets.
That's how I'm coming. Fast 060 RT, big RT. He might.
I wanna.
How you froze? What's up?
Blessing the mic. You all blessing the mic for the streets.
Damn, I wasn't ready. I really wasn't ready.
I know he wasn't ready. That's what the
he wasn't
podcast.
ready. He wasn't ready. Come on, man.
I've been thorough since my birthday, and I went from great cake to an inmate. So don't talk that luxury shit. Chicks, luxury off bricks. Don't rush me to spit, cause I be crushing it. And it ain't nothing worse than a cross than a double cross. Only suckers cross the bars. I ain't gonna dwell off a loss from a brick sale, but that's a phone book, a loss off a quick sale. That's the chance we take. Cross me was a big mistake. Say we got rules to follow, how I kill like the Headless Horseman off a Sleepy Hollow. You spitting was a good try, though. What's yours is mine, though. That's why I rhyme slow, so you can hear every word. I'm not Geo, I'm from every curb. I'm so cannon, I had my hand in on every bird. I'm tripping talking about this brick flipping. Stay on my job, never slipping. I seen so much blood, I should be crippin'. Ready to die, sleep with one eye open. I'm so fly when I'm walking, I seem like I'm floating.
Yeah. I said, every day a nigga stuck in the struggle, ready to slaughter a brother over some butter that's not on your level. I can't lie, one day a nigga gotta die, so pray to God and hope you make it to the other side. Plenty of times I smoke L's, reminiscing, taking shots to the head, dog, for my niggas missing. Why die with them bricks like they coming with us? The streets ain't the same, dog, please admit it. I'm not trying to knock your hustle on how you get it, but when you in that cell thinking like, why I did it, or in the trash bag, dog, with a bloody fitted closed casket, your mom, she can't see you in it. I'm just speaking the truth like Malcolm X did it. Cause on this hustling shit, I give you my opinion. Niggas get took out of the game when they think they winning. Smooth beginning and die with a fucked up ending. Yeah.
Straight like that.
Straight like that.
Hey, that's it, man.
And we out.
That's it.